Here's how to remake skeletons on FL Studio. Step 1. The melodies. Now, starting off, there is a lot of melodies on this. A lot of intricate ones that you wouldn't even hear after a couple of listens of the song, but I had to delve in quite deep and listen to different extracted stems to kind of get a wide range of the melodies that are in. Obviously, I couldn't get everything because there's some little intricate melodies that you just basically probably can't really hear. But basically, to start it off, I went with the chord sequence. I tried to find the exact preset. I went through and looked through the Juno 60, Juno 160, even just random Roland synths that the producers for the song, Tame Impala, would have used. I could not find the exact preset. I actually came closest on an FL stock preset, Morphine. But yeah, here's the preset on screen. There's the notes. It's quite a complex chord progression. It goes through the C minor scale. Yeah, once you get those notes in, I also laid in a synth below it to kind of replicate the sound, like the chorus that they've used on it, but I feel like I came fairly close. I haven't heard or seen anyone get the exact preset before, so that's just unknown. But yeah, here's what it should sound like. Then the other melodies you've got are a flute, pluck, a marimba, and then like a violin piccolo type thing, and then also that signature like whistle. I think I nearly got the exact sound for the like kind of violin piccolo thing that comes in after the whistle, and then also the flute sounds pretty accurate. A pluck, I had to layer a clav and like a synth pluck together because I could not find the exact preset again after I scrolled for ages trying to find it. And then there's also a little marimba hit that comes in once, but it was quite hard to replicate. And these melodies are quite disjointed because it's very hard to hear the whole thing together. But it just adds to the atmosphere, really. Here's a lot of the notes on screen, just scrolling through them. I also want to say that the whistle sound, again, unknown to anyone. I could not find it anywhere, so I just took the original one from the stems because I feel like if I got that wrong, it kind of take away from the whole vibe of the remake and it just make it sound a bit goofy, so I just took the original one. And then finally for the melodies, you've got a bass. There is 3 patterns for this. Again, this bass was actually quite complex. It has a lot of slides in it, different turns around, but I think the sound is pretty accurate again. It's just kind of that deep, like analog synth bass sound. But yeah, once you've got all these melodies together, it should sound like this. Step 2, the drums. Now for the drums, you've got a kick, a hi-hat, a snare, low tom, and a crash. These are quite like boom bap, old school type drum sounds. They're not very trap. They sound like they're kind of recorded live, but found fairly accurate drum sounds. I think this is probably one of the parts that I nailed the most on the remake was these drum sounds. The processing on was a bit off, but I think for the most part the sound waves were matching up and I got the right patterns definitely. But yeah, this is what this should sound like. Step 3, mixing and mastering. Now finally you've got the hardest bit to actually get right of the remake, which is the mixing and mastering side of things. You've obviously got Mike Dean and that lot on that side of things, so it's pretty hard to replicate, but I just threw a lot of reverb, different EQs, on the actual main chord sequence. I put like a wah pedal on just to try and get that like guitar-y sound that they've got on theirs, but it was still a decent bit off, and then yeah, I just put reverbs on the flute and that, but essentially you should get a fairly close remake. Thanks for watching and check out the FLP for free in the description.